and do not kill yourself with your own hands. And that is the verse which we read yesterday. We need to preserve our human life, not our life, but the life of all mankind. And today in the world, products being sold for our food and our drinks, they are all contaminated foods. They are all the foods which can destroy the human life, which is very bad effect on our health. For example, I was giving the one example, the one of the greatest evil for people consuming today, it's cigarettes, smoking, tobacco. The tobacco, some people, they eat also tobacco, and lots of people who smoking with tobacco, not just with cigarettes, but shisha. It's very popular by the Arabs today. Everywhere the Arabs go, before they used to bring Islam, but now the Arabs go all around the world, they bring shisha. They introduce people how to die quick, not to die with cigarettes in a long time for several years, but you can switch yourself to the shisha, the pipe of this big pipe with water and inside, and that you can die quick because you are taking lots of tobacco every day. So tobacco consumption can kill, according to WHO, 8 million people are being killed in 1 year with the use of tobacco, most commonly on cigarettes, smoking. And not just you are killing your own self, but also the second-hand smoking, the people around you, they are affecting with your smoking, and there are around 1.3 million people are killed just to smoke from the smokers. So it's a great evil of this smoking. If you can compare it to the total death, it's more than 10% of the total death of the whole world. Total death of the whole world, more than 10% people are dying with smoking. Can you imagine this? There are many, many causes of death, heart attacks or brain disease, stroke, the cancers, so many. And the highest contribution is made by the cigarettes. 8 million people are dying with smoking when other source of tobacco. And there is 1.3 million who are dying because of your smoking. So it's like 9.3 million people are killing themselves and killing other people with tobacco, most commonly the cigarettes, and also tobacco eating, and also the shisha, the big pipe with taking the smoke. There are lots of other things. There is things which is allowed by the health organizations like health regulation, the regulatory organization, government centers, example FDA or other commonly regulatory authorities. They're allowing, for example, the cigarettes, they give the license, okay, a certificate of product registration. So they allow people to sell cigarettes because governments make money out of it. How they can allow? They know that millions of people are being killed with cigarettes, yet the cigarettes is allowed to sold in the market openly. And it's evil. The cigarettes should be forbidden all around the world. If publicly smoking, there should be the big fine, like maybe you can put 10,000 pesos fine or $1,000 fine if you smoke publicly. If you really wanted to die yourself, go to your room and die there, and don't kill people with your smoking. So smoking should not be allowed publicly, and it should be forbidden to every human being, because 100% all the people in the world are agreed that smoking can kill, smoking can cause cancer, emphysema, many other diseases of lungs, and heart and brain. It can also cause the high blood pressure also. Alcohol is evil also. There are millions of people are being killed themselves with alcohol. Drugs killing people in millions. But I will just give you one common example. For example, there is a soft drink now, Coca-Cola. Not just a Coca-Cola, there is Sprite, there is also Pepsi-Cola. Okay. The Coca-Cola in world today sold every day 1.9 million Coke or Coca-Cola sold every day. 1.9 billion, not million, I mistakenly said million. 1.9 billion Coca-Cola sold every day in the world today. Nearly 2 billion or 2,000 million, 1,900 million soft drink of Coca-Cola brand only is sold every day. And that Coca-Cola contains very high sugar, 40 grams of sugar, and it has contains very high caffeine. You never see on the Coca-Cola, not good for the children, not good for the health. But Coca-Cola is not good for the health. Why? Number one, it is a high level of white sugar, which directly goes to your bloodstream. It's not going to need any digestion. Only 10 to 15 minutes, it will go out from your stomach, your intestine, and it will absorb in your blood as well. So it can make lots of problem with your high sugar in your blood. Another thing, if you have a very strong metabolism, then that high sugar will convert into obesity, the fats. You become fat. Or it has contained also carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a gas which we remove out from our system because it's not good for our health. We inhale the oxygen, we bring out the carbon dioxide. But now the Coca-Cola lets you to drink carbon dioxide. Every day you drink carbon dioxide because the gas in the Coca-Cola is carbon dioxide and you're drinking the carbon dioxide. You bring back carbon dioxide in your system. Number three, it contains a very high caffeine. Example, the young children are drinking 2 or 3 Coca-Cola and they are consuming more than 100 mg of caffeine. Some young children are consuming 200 mg of caffeine in one day. And the parents even doesn't know that the Coca-Cola contains very high level of caffeine, which can be very dangerous for the children. And their children can become hyper also. And children can get psychological problem with high level of caffeine. Shivering also, or some other problem with the children, and they become addicted of caffeine. So in the elder age, they become addiction of caffeine. So imagine this, how bad is the system world today because of the greediness. People are selling the drinks, Coca-Cola, which is the number one addictive drink. Once you take the Coca-Cola, you become addictive, and you'll keep on drinking Coca-Cola, which has lots of white sugar, which is not good for it, a poison. The white sugar contains mercury, which is poison. And then it contains the carbon dioxide gas, which goes back to your system, which you are supposed to exhale. Number three, it contains a very high level of caffeine, which is not good for the elder people. And it is worst kind of chemical for the children. Children will become addictive of caffeine, and caffeine can make the nerve system very weak. Nervous system, the brain to the whole body, the nervous system become very weak with caffeine. We should stop giving Coca-Cola to our children. And not just Coca-Cola, even the other kind of carbonated water. Drink the soft drinks like Sprite or Pepsi or Royal. Should stop it because they are carbonated water. Means there is carbon dioxide inside. Carbon dioxide is a gas to bring out and not bring in. That is not a good idea to bring in the carbon dioxide. The good idea is to bring out the carbon dioxide. That's why we inhale the oxygen, we exhale the carbon dioxide. And this carbon dioxide is very good for the plants and not good for the human being. Especially when people are wearing masks and they are jogging. And then carbon dioxide is coming out and it will go back to inhale. And people can die with this carbon dioxide because the carbon dioxide is supposed to exhale is going back, inhale. And there are lots of people who have died during the pandemic because wearing the mask and running. So lots of carbon dioxide was going back to their lungs and poisoning their lungs and making congestion in their lungs, causing death and severe damages to their respiratory system. So that's for continuation from yesterday. We keep on continuing that we should not consume anything which can destroy our life, which is considered as a suicide, and we should not also sell those things which can also destroy the other human lives. Rather, we should sell the safe things. We should go for the the fresh food, organic food, the clean food, and we should avoid cigarettes or alcohol or even the soft drinks, rather to come for the fresh juices, fresh fruits, fresh juices, fresh apple juice, fresh orange juice, fresh fruits, fresh vegetables. And meat should be also the clean and halal meat and not the contaminated meat. May Allah guide us.